cut. Action.
Just introduce yourselves real quick.
Blanca.
I'm Kevin.
Is that what we do? No. Okay. Here we go. Hi, everyone. I am Blanca Gallegos, and I'm joined by Kevin Soto, a graduate of Springwoods High School. We are here to share a little bit about an exciting opportunity with the City of Houston Lifeguard program. Kevin's going to share what the job really is and clear up some misconceptions that people have before applying. Kevin, can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you got started with becoming a lifeguard?
Yeah, so I go to Johns Hopkins University, and I originally found this job through Kenny. I was looking for a summer job after my freshman year, just something to make a little money off of, and he recommended that I do this lifeguarding position that opened up, and yeah, that's how I got the job.
What is the process of becoming a lifeguard?
So initially you go in for a brief test, just a brief examination. You do a couple of laps, you swim down, grab a weighted object, float for a couple minutes, things of that nature. It's really just to prove that you are somewhat competent in the water, that you can, hold your own. After that, once you pass your test, you are directed to take a 3-day training program where you are taught how to save people, the various ways you can do it, the emergency protocols, kind of what to do in case of someone who's drowning, someone who's having a stroke, and just general CPR knowledge as well.
That's great to hear. I also want to highlight an important opportunity, exciting update, which is that the City of Houston has increased the pay from $16 an hour to $18 an hour. And that's really a great pay for someone that doesn't have experience or for a summer job.
Yeah, additionally, they do have 2 $500 stipends at the beginning and the end of summer. So really, if you just work consistently from mid-May to around Labor Day, you'll have $500 added to your paycheck at the beginning and at the end.
If someone isn't a confident swimmer yet, how can they still manage the training and pass the swim test?
You really don't need an extensive swim background. You don't need to be on a swim team. You don't have to have had like 12 years of experience. Really, you just need some sort of level of athleticism, some sort of level of core strength, and a good pace. I think the biggest thing is pacing in terms of being able to swim in the water without tiring yourself out. Yeah, that's about it.
That's great. What can participants do now to prepare themselves for the training?
Really, as long as they're doing sports, they just need to keep doing what they're doing because they're already maintaining a level of athleticism that most other applicants aren't. If they want to develop any further, they can work on their core strength, they can work on their stamina, maybe go on a run or two. Once the weather gets warmer, they can also practice in the water, especially floating or just swimming, front stroke, backstroke. But if they're doing sports, they're already doing more than most.
That's great to hear. Does the City of Houston offer additional training once they have been hired as a lifeguard?
They do. So once you are actually a lifeguard, every 2 weeks you have to go in for a sort of professional development for about an hour where they just refresh your memory on the types of saves and kind of the general knowledge that you've learned just so you're still able to apply what you learned at the beginning of the period in the swim training throughout the swim season.
Okay. Do you have any words of advice for someone who's thinking about applying but might not think this is the right opportunity for them?
Yeah, so in actuality, the city needs you more than you need them. So they are more than willing to work with you. Even if you don't feel the most confident in your swimming abilities or you think you don't have the necessary background to be able to become a lifeguard, there are a lot of instructors that are willing to work with you and willing to develop your skills. And yeah, as long as you keep an open mind and you're willing to learn, then I think you should be good.
Thank you, Kevin, for sharing this experience. If this opportunity interests you, take the next step and apply. You don't need to be perfect. You just have to have the willingness to take the next step.